Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. How are you all doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day so far. It's Cozy Shah ASMR, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. Today, I would like to wish you all a very happy April Fool's Day and welcome you to a very silly video idea which I wanted to make for April Fool's Day. So, I love a good Genshin Impact tier list video, and I thought it would be fun to make an ASMR tier list. As in, a tier list, but we're doing it ASMR style. Now, I thought I would save this for April Fools because it's probably not going to be the most relaxing given the content topic, because I'm going to be rating Genshin characters based on hotness, but we're gonna try our best, and I'll be whispering, we'll still have the ASMR voice things going on. So, with that in mind, please sit back and get as cozy as possible. Get cozy, and enjoy today's silly little April Fool's Genshin Impact ASMR hottest character tier list. There we go. Now, I put my camera in a slightly different place than usual, so I have the screen is to my left, which is why I keep looking that way. So it might look a little bit weird, but this was the best position that I could get it in to get everything on the screen. So I am using a tier list from tiermaker.com. I will leave a link in the description, and it's basically just the latest tier list, like every character. So as you can see, we have got all of the characters listed here on the screen, and we have 5 categories from S to D. And yeah, we're just gonna get started. I'm probably going to have some very hot takes about different characters, and I'm going to be ranking hotness both on physical appearance and on personality, just because there are a few characters where either their personality brings them up or it makes them much less hot. So yeah, I'll try and be as fair as possible, but I might find your favorite character unattractive, and if I do, I'm sorry. Different strokes for different folks, I'm not gonna yuck anyone else's yum, apart from one thing which I will be doing, which is I am not going to be ranking any of the child characters, like the child-sized characters, because no. So that's the only thing that I'm going to be yucking in this video. And yeah, let's get started. I have many opinions and I love sharing my opinions, so I would love for you to leave your thoughts in the comments. If there's anything you fundamentally disagree with, or you want to make an argument for a certain character as to why they belong higher up or lower down, let me know. I am very happy to take constructive criticism, but for the most part, I'm going to try and be as solid in my opinions as I can be, although I will probably go back at the end of the video and just Ether, the male traveler. And if you've watched my videos before, you will know that I play as Lumine. So my only experience with Ether is as the Abyss Prince. And honestly, I don't really have many opinions on Ether. I feel like he's, to me, just a C tier. I don't like his hair. I don't like his rat tail braid. His crop top's kind of fun, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not an Ether person, but he's not offensive, He doesn't belong in D. He gets a C. Next is Lumine. Now Lumine, different story. I love Lumine. She is one of the prettiest girls in Genshin, in my opinion. Just her outfit is a 10 out of 10. Yeah, I think she's amazing. But because we don't really know much about her personality in the way that we do other characters, because we control a lot more of her personality, I feel like I can't judge her objectively. So she's going in A tier for now, purely based on aesthetics, and I do like the little hints of her personality that we get. I think she's quite fun. So, but this is basing off of her being the traveler in my game. So, okay, next up is Jean. Now, I am trying to decide if I'm going to factor in outfits into this, because Jean in her summer outfit is probably an S tier. Her regular outfit, I would say, is more like A tier. So I think she's gonna go into A for now, just because her personality is very bland to me. She's not memorable in any way. Yeah, she's gonna be an A. Next is Lisa, and now I think I'm coming to my first controversial take, because I do not like Lisa, and that's probably gonna get me cancelled in many areas of Genshin. Yes, I have heard her Japanese climbing lines. I know that she calls us cuties, but something about her appearance just gives me grandma vibes. I think it's the giant hat, but I will say her alternative outfit, her academia one, slightly better, but still not enough to redeem her to me. So I think she has to go into B tier. She's not ugly by any means, but she's just does not do anything for me. Next is Amber. Now, when I started playing Genshin, I loved Amber. I think her personality is wonderful. I really like her design overall. But I think as I've gone through the game and met more characters, she's kind of fallen off for me a little bit. So I think she's probably just a B tier. She's very just basic. Nothing that interesting about her. Not when we compare it to other characters. Anyway. Next is Noelle. And this is another one. I feel like we're only 5 minutes into the video and I'm already making takes that are gonna get me thrown out of the Genshin fandom, but I really don't like Noelle, and I think it's because she is just such a pushover personality wise, and I just hate the whole maid vibe about her. I don't know what it is. Also, she looks like a grandma as well. I think it's just the white hair, but she looks like somehow both an 80-year-old woman and a child at the same time. And she has a terrible personality. Like, listen, to all the girls watching, it's not a good thing to be a pushover and to just do things without thinking about yourself because other people ask you to do them. No, you can be a nice person, but don't be a pushover. That's all I'm gonna say. So, unfortunately, she goes in the D tier for me. She has no redeeming qualities in my eyes. I'm sorry, Noelle. Next is Barbara. Honestly, I think Barbara has to go in C tier. She's just very bland. I don't particularly care for her design. Like, she's cute. That's about it. Yeah. My only thing with Barbara is that for some reason I can do a good Barbara impression. I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister. There you go. Next is Sucrose. Now, I don't know what it is about these Mondstadt girlies, but Sucrose I also cannot stand. Again, I think it's her whole, like, shy, ooh-woo girl personality just rubs me the wrong way. Yeah, she's not quite as bad as Noelle, and she's had some redemption in more recent events, like the Wind Bloom last year, where her and Collie had like a cute little friendship thing. She was much better in that event, but I'm still just not a fan. I will say though, her outfit is one of my favorite outfits in the game. So if I was going purely off of that, she'd probably be an A tier, but otherwise, visually, I just do not like her character, personality or visual wise. So I'm gonna put her in C tier. Yeah. Next is Fischl. Now I feel like it's hinted in the game that Fischl is a child, so fortunately I don't think she's hot anyway, but you know, to be safe, I am gonna put her in the D tier. I know that Genshin doesn't have like canon ages, but I don't like her design anyway, and I think she's annoying. Hot take, another hot take, but yeah, sorry to all the Fischl lovers out there, could not be me. Okay, here is someone I actually do like. I don't just hate every character, I promise. Mona. Now, I know that everyone loves Mona for her generous backside, shall we say, but honestly, I just love Mona's whole aesthetic. I love the space theme. I just think in general she's gorgeous, and I love her voice. I love her personality. She's a chaotic queen, so I am gonna put her in the A tier, at the top of the A tier for now. Maybe she's between S and A tier for me, but I think once I fill up the S tier, I will probably think she doesn't belong there, if that makes sense. But yeah, amazing character. Love Mona. Love her anytime she's in an event. Yeah. Okay. I can see who's next. It is Kaya. Now, I think I am gonna have to give our first S rank to Mr. Kaya. He's too it's just the weird derpy expression that he has, and like he just looks like he has the tiniest squashed face ever. Now I do think his 5-star skin did fix some of that, like the high ponytail. I'd probably give that one a B, but I think Vanilla D-Luke, should we call him, has to be a C tier for me. I'm sorry. Oh no. Okay, next is Razor. He has to go into D tier. Like, I mean, he's basically just a child, but yeah, there's no saving Razor from D tier. I'm sorry. Same for Bennett. I don't even need to explain why those two are in D tier. Neither of them look like they wash. I mean, Razor, I think, canonically does not wash, but yeah. Okay. I'm about to come out with yet another hot take about Ningguang. I don't get the Ningguang hype. Like, as a woman who loves women, I get the Ningguang hype because she is a lesbian icon, but aesthetically, I don't get it. I do love her purple skin, her purple outfit from Lantern Right. That one, I'd say probably the outfit alone is an A tier, but her original outfit, I just don't, I don't like the yellow. It's not a colour I particularly like. I think she's pretty, but I don't think she's more than a B tier. I'm sorry. Okay, the complete opposite applies to her girlfriend though. We have Beidou, and Beidou is an instant S tier for me. I think she's maybe the hottest woman in Genshin, and maybe once I see some of the other characters it will change my mind, but off the bat, she to me is the hottest woman in Genshin. The pirate aesthetic is just incredible. Like, everything about Beidou is just 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. I would. She would never let me, but I would. Next is Kaching. Kaching also, to me, falls into the trap of being a female character that has absolutely no personality beyond being nice and like wanting to help people, which is not a personality in my opinion. So I like her design, but if I'm factoring in everything, I think she's probably a high B tier in my mind. I love her hair. I love the purple colour that she's got going on. I like her little cat ears, but otherwise, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. Next is Shanling. I think she has to go into D tier with Razor and Bennett. She just gives me child vibes, even though she's not like the child model. Yeah, I don't know. Same for Chongyun, I'm sorry. Xingqiu, I'm pretty sure he's not a child, but I still do not like him aesthetically. I think he's also a D tier. Yeah. personality. I think he's good fun. Actually, looking at the other people in D tier, I feel like he does not deserve to be in this tier, so I'm gonna put him at a low C. But visually, it does absolutely nothing for me. I don't know. No, get rid of Clee and Diona. Go away. Okay, I am gonna have to rein myself in here because Tartaglia, child, whatever you want to call him, he is one of my favorite Genshin men. I love Mr. Ed Sheeran, Mr. Worldwide. Everything about this man just ticks all my boxes. I love a morally grey man. You know, he's possibly completely evil and he's bloodthirsty and obsessed with fighting things, but he loves his family. He's a loyal friend. He's really hot. I'm gonna defend myself on this one. He belongs in the S tier. No question about it. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You can argue with me if you want, but does not stop him being one of Genshin's best boys. I'm sorry. Next is Zhongli. Now, I know that so many people love Zhongli. He's like everyone's mom's favorite Genshin character. I will say, you know, his voice, gorgeous, but to me, visually and personality-wise, I think he's gonna have to go at a low A. Honestly, to me, the main offender is just his rat tail. If he didn't have that rat tail, it would probably be an S tier, but I just think it's so ugly that he's going in A. I'm sorry. Next is Xinyan. I think Xinyan is also probably a C tier. I think her design's quite cool. I do like her hair, but other than that, I don't feel like she has very much going for her. So yeah, C tier. I'm sorry. Albedo. This is a tough one, honestly. Albedo in the art is probably an A tier, but Albedo in game is like literally the Albedo at home. Like, I think probably I have to put him in B. I do like his personality though, so maybe top of the B tier, because he's got more going on for him than like Kitching. But yeah, I don't know. Although evil Albedo, he might be an A tier. Suspedo, if you will, might be an A tier. Oh god, okay. Like, if I haven't been cancelled already, this is gonna be the one that does it. I am a Ganyu hater. There is nothing about Ganyu that I like, and I know that so many people love her, but I think she's gonna have to go in the D tier with Noelle, because to be honest, she reminds me of Noelle. Like, again, the whole like overworking herself, but always still trying to be really helpful and nice. That personality is just no. Be more like Beidou, you know. Be strong, be independent. I just don't like Ganyu's design. I said this in my sits on her back, it's just bizarre because like it's not tied by anything, but it like indents, and it looks like the way that your hair looks after you've had it tied up in a ponytail for several hours, and then you take it out and it's got like a weird little kink in it. It's just hideous to me. I'm sorry. Yeah. You can tell me, you can disagree with me, but you're not going to change my mind. I'm sorry. Next is Xiao. Now I have to fight my bias on this because he is literally my favorite Genshin character, but hotness wise, he's not hot, he's pretty and like love of my life, baby girl, but he's not hot, so I think he's gonna have to go in A tier, as much as that pains me to do. But yeah, he isn't up there with Kaya on pure, if we're going purely off of hotness. So yeah. Hu Tao, oh god. Honestly, if we're going off of hotness, Hu Tao is also just a D tier to me. I quite like her personality. Like, I like that she is also very chaotic. Actually, maybe she doesn't belong. She doesn't belong next to Noelle and Ganyu because she at least has a personality. So I'll put her at the bottom of the C tier. Her and Venti can sit here and talk about poetry together. That works. Next is Rosaria. Okay, now I am gonna put her in A tier. I know that there's a lot of people that would say she is S tier, but I don't really vibe with her personality. I think she's interesting. She's kind of fun. Like I like that she just does not care what other people think. I like that. I respect that. But she's a little bit too gloomy for me, which is very ironic that I put her next to Xiao. But Xiao's in the middle of his redemption arc, you know. Xiao is learning to be soft, so he has to be here. But yeah, I mean, Rosaria is stunning. Her design is absolutely incredible. The fishnets, chef's kiss, like, yeah. I love her, but she's not quite Beidou, you know. I feel like I'm just gonna compare every female character to Beidou, but it is what it is. The hottest woman in Genshin Impact, you know. Oh no, next is Yanfei. I honestly do not think there's anything attractive about Yanfei. I find her face just kind of weird, like her eyes are just a bit weird to me. I don't like her horn things that stick out, but I do think she's a lot of fun, and you know, she's a hardworking lawyer queen, so she's not quite a D tier. Her personality pushes her into C, I would say. So, plus I like the whole pink thing. Pink is my favorite color, so she gets a few points. Oh my gosh, okay. Next is Eula. Now, I think Eula is gonna go in the S tier for me. I have literally been in love with Eula since I first laid eyes upon her. Like, it was literally that I just died in your arms tonight Lego meme. That was me with Eula when I saw her thighs. Like, the fact that they have designed it so that like you actually can see the way that her garter like indents in her skin, in her thighs, that does something to me. So yeah, she is an S tier. Honestly, her personality so I'll leave her in C tier. Her alternative outfit is very cute, I'll give her that. And I'm reconsidering this because I will say in the film festival event in Fontaine, I actually think she massively improved in terms of personality. I feel like we saw more of her as a person, and she was actually quite nice and like interesting enough. So maybe I'll scooch her along a tiny bit to account for that, but otherwise, visually, she's very meh in my mind. Okay, next is Yoimiya. Now I'm gonna 100% let my personal bias, well, I mean, like, this whole video is my personal bias, but some of the characters I feel like objectively are just hot, and some of the characters are hot just because I love them. And Yoimiya is one of those characters. Like, objectively she might not be the hottest, but I love her so much. She's going in the S tier, and that's that. No, you're not changing my mind. I think she is just such a wonderful character. Love her design, love her hair. I think it's so much fun. She's like such a breath of fresh air in my mind. Love the whole underwear bandage thing she's got going on. She's just great. I love her. She's, yeah, immediate S tier for me. Go away, Sayu. Next is Raiden Shogun. Now, this is gonna be another of my hot takes. I don't get the Raiden Shogun hype. I think honestly, when she was evil, she was a lot more interesting than honestly, I found Inazuma so boring that I can't even properly remember the plot. But Raiden Shogun, just the regular person, is so boring in my mind. I think she's pretty, you know, her design is nice, so I'll put her at the bottom of the A tier just because, you know, she's gorgeous. Her hair is stunning, probably the best hair in the game. Like, her braid is just beautiful, but she's got no personality in my mind. Next is Kujo-Sara. I think honestly, Kujo-Sara is gonna sit right next to Raiden Shogun. I also think she's beautiful. I love her hair, absolutely stunning, but she also just does not have much personality going on. Like, obviously I know she has a personality, and like, you know what, she's a military queen. I actually like that she's a bit of a bitch, but other than that, I just don't feel like we interact with her enough for me to have to think that she deserves any higher than where I've put her. That's all I'm gonna say. Kokomi. Now, I love Kokomi, but we once again have a victim of just Genshin female character with literally no personality beyond being nice. Like, and her lore should make her so interesting, you know. She is a general. She should be strong and cool, but all we see of her is just her asking us to go on a picnic, and I don't know. I like her design. I think she's really pretty. Love the mermaid vibes, but other than that, she's meh. So she's also a B tier in my mind. Next is Aloy. You know what? I love Horizon. I've only played the first one, but I actually think she's a great character, and I love that she made incels angry by being not overly sexualized. So, but I literally the dream husbando. But these, like, I don't know what it is that he's wearing on his head, but these two things that stick up just really look strange to me. So I'm gonna put him in the A tier. I'm gonna put him before Lumine, because I don't know, like he's just budget Tartaglia basically, but slightly worse. So personality wise though, amazing. Like if he was real, I would marry him in an instant, but unfortunately he's not real, so I can't do that. But next is Ito. This is another one that I am struggling with mentally, because I think he's just ugly. Like his design is ugly, but his design is perfect for his character, and his personality is so amazing that I think I'm gonna have to put him at a high B, because there's nothing hot about him, but his immense himbo energy gets him some hotness points. So yeah, he's gonna go in B. Yeah, maybe I'll come back to him later, but for now, he's a B. Goru. Oh my god, I think Goru is just no. Like, listen, I am not a furry, so Goru does absolutely nothing for me. Again, like the crop top, you know, he belongs next to Aether, really, because the crop top is cute. It's kind of a slayer, but everything else, just no. Oh no. We have another one which might get me cancelled. Next is Shanna. Now, I honestly think that Shanna, for me, is gonna have to go in the B tier. There's something about her that I don't like, and I know so many people love her. They think she's so hot, but I don't know what it is. I don't like her face, and I don't like her personality. I don't like the whole emo thing that she's got going on. I don't like her outfit, because to me she just looks like she's wearing a bib, and I can't unsee that. Her new outfit is much better. I do think she looks gorgeous in that. I'd probably give that an A, but her personality does not redeem her, so I'm gonna put her in B, and she's gonna sit there. She can sit next to Kokomi, who actually, I love Kokomi, so it's not a bad place to be, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Next is Yunjin. This one is hard to me because I think Yunjin is beautiful, but I don't think she's hot. So I think she's probably gonna have to sit in the C tier for me, because her design is stunning. Her outfit is just one of my favorite outfits in the whole game. I love that she is not overly sexualized like some other characters are. I love the pink. I just think she's beautiful, but I don't think she's hot. So next is Yayamiko. Now, I love Yayamiko. I think she also belongs in the S tier to me. She's so devious, shall we say. You know, I love that she's always a little bit suspicious. You don't always know if she has some nefarious plans going on. I love that for her, you know. I love that she is a devious queen. I saw her, I knew that I was getting her. Like, she was one of my first limited 5 stars because I love her design so much. So yeah, S tier to me. Next is Ayato. This is another tough one for me because everything in me says that he should be an S tier because he's beautiful, he's got the gentlemanly thing going on, but I think he's a little too clean, you know? He doesn't have the bad boy thing going on, which the other 2 S tier men have. So I think he's gonna go in A. I'll put him next to Toma. Also don't like the rat tail, but I do love the blue hair and just the overall aesthetic. He is very beautiful, but he's not hot, or he's not as hot as some of the characters. Next is Yelan. Now, I will admit, when they first announced Yelan, I did not like her design. I thought her hair was so weird. And yeah, for a long time I just had absolutely no interest in her. But she has grown on me a huge amount, and I do really like her personality. I think she's very interesting. She has the dominant thing going on, and it works for her. And I actually think now I will give her an S tier. Yeah, if you'd asked me like a year ago, or before I got her as a character, I would probably have given her like a B, just because I thought her hair was that weird. But yeah, she's grown on me. I'm gonna actually say she's an S tier. Next is Cookie Shinobu. I actually love Cookie's design, and I love her character in general. I think she is just wonderful. I love like everything to do with the Arataki gang. Just amazing. I love her color scheme. I think the green and purpley pinks, they work so well together. I love the mask. I just love that she's a little bit edgy. I think I will give her an A. She's not super duper hot in my mind, but I think she's so cool that I would have to give her an A tier. Next is Hazo. You know what? My entire perception of Hazu is just based on that one birthday art that they made of him. Like that picture, I'll put it on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. That picture genuinely lives rent-free in my mind. It is so, I don't even know how to describe it. It changed my life in some kind of way, and that is the only reason that he is going in the A tier. Yeah, he's too flirty for his own good, and that makes him hot. Yeah, like visually he's not that interesting, but that one art, it's getting him in the S tier. Next is Tainari. Now, I, for a long time, did not particularly care about Tainari. I always just found him a bit meh, but I don't know what changed in the last few months, but for some reason I have developed the biggest crush on Tainari. Like, I can't explain where it came from, but I think I'm gonna put him at the top of the B tier because I feel like he's another character where he's not hot, but he is very beautiful. Like, he's pretty, he's just got pretty boy energy. So I love his personality. I just think he's so much fun. I love his sass. Yeah, he's a B tier to me. Collie, I feel like Collie is just another childlike character in my mind. Like, she just seems too young and naive for me to rank her. Yeah, she's going in the D tier. I'm sorry, I do think she's nice, but yeah. Next is Sino. Again, there's gonna be some bias going on here because I am just obsessed with Sino's voice actor. He is a VTuber, if you've not checked him out, Sayu. He's just so funny, so just entertaining that he has made me like Sino 50 times more than I did when we first met him in the quest. I do love Sino's design. I think he's such a cool looking character. Love the bare chest thing that he's got going on, but I don't think I can call him hot. So I think I'm gonna put him right next to his boyfriend. Him and Tainari can sit next to each other here on the top of the B tier, basically smack bang in the middle of this list. Next is Candace. I feel like Candace is a character that a lot of people would probably put quite high just because she's got the sexy vibe going on, but for some reason I just don't feel anything towards her. So I think she's gonna have to sit in the B tier with the other mummy shaped women who I'm just like just I do like her though. Next is Nilu. I actually think the Nilu is gonna go in the A tier for me. I think she is stunning. Like, her design is so beautiful. I could literally write an essay about how beautiful Nilu is. The red hair does something to me. Yeah, I think she's a little bit boring personality wise, but I do like her. So yeah, A tier to me. Nahid is a child. Well, Nahid is not a child, but you know, she's in the body of a child. Layla. I hate to say this, but Layla is another C tier to me. I think she's got a really interesting design. I do like her. The way she looks, I think, is very pretty. I like her hair, but she's so boring as a character. Although, I mean, other Layla, like her other personality is very cool. She's quite interesting, but actual Layla is just so meh to me. I've never really cared about her as a character. I don't think she's lacking personality in the sense that she's badly written. I think she just doesn't interest me. Okay, oh no, this is the one I've been dreading, is Wanderer or Scaramouche, whatever we want to call him. My Wanderer is actually called Mercury, which I called him that because obviously it's a Freddie Mercury reference because he is Scaramouche, but also because Mercury is the Roman god of trickery, which seemed pretty fitting for Mr. Scaramucci. So, this is probably going to be the hardest decision of this video because visually, this man he's ugly, you know, the giant hat just something about them. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's wrong with me, but yeah, there's just something about the way that he stomps in his ultimate animation. I'm not going to elaborate further. I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, next up is Farzan. I'm sorry, Hatsune Miku, you are going in the D tier. I do not like her design. I think her hair just looks weird. I don't like her dress. She's literally a grandma. No, just no. She's a D tier to me. I do think her personality is quite fun, but yeah, I don't think she can get higher than D to me. Next up is Al Haytham. Now, before I rank this man, I'm just gonna tell you that there was a day last week when YouTube happened to recommend me his trailer, and I watched it about 10 times in a row. So you can guess where I'm gonna put this man. He is going straight to the S tier. And I think, oh my god, having to decide between him and Kaya, I think he's just below Kaya to me, just because his personality is slightly off-putting, but he is such a beautiful, beautiful man. Like, yeah, I'm still thinking about that trailer. It changed my life. So yeah, he has to be an S tier. Yeah, as a child. Dear. I am gonna put Dear in the S tier. I think she is just gorgeous. I mean, yeah, I don't feel like I need to explain that. Her eyes and the makeup that she's got going on are just mwah, chef's kiss. Like, her design is perfection. Her outfit, stunning. Yeah, her personality as well, just amazing. I love her. Oh my god, why is Mika on this list? I am literally, if Mika has 100 haters, I'm one of them. If Mika has 10 haters, I'm one of them. If Mika has no haters, I'm dead. I just despise him, everything about him. He is going at the bottom of the D tier. Like, honestly, I'm gonna make him his own tier at the end of this, just called Mika, and yeah, that's it. Next is Baiju. Baiju is a tough one for me because I feel like Baiju in some of his art and in his trailers and stuff, I think he actually is quite pretty, but I think in game I just have such a bias against him because of how much I've listened to him coughing while I'm running around, and it's just so off-putting that I think he's a C tier to me. I don't know, I just don't particularly like him. I don't really like his personality. Yeah, yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. We have come to the man himself. Now, this man, there is only one place that Kaveh belongs. Get out the way, Totaglia. Get out the way. He is the top of the S tier. There may be one character who's coming in a little bit who can outthrone him, but honestly, Kaveh S tier, no question. Possibly hottest character in Genshin. I'm gonna have to really think it out once I get to the end of this list. Next is Kirara. I actually quite like Kirara, although again, not a fairy. I think she's a solid B tier. I feel like she can go next to Kokomi. She's not hot particularly, but yeah, B tier sounds about right. Next is Linny. You know what? If I was going purely off of appearance, it'd probably be like a B tier to me. I appreciate the way that he looks, but I don't think it's hot. But his Riz is so intense. Like, honestly, some of his voice lines have actually made me blush. So I think he has to go in the A tier. Purely personality. Like, that's purely on his personality. Yeah. That's it. He can sit next to Wanderer, and I can have very conflicted opinions about how I feel about these men. Next is Lynette, his twin sister. I think Lynette is probably another, like, Kirara level character to me. I do like her design. I love her dress, like her corset dress thing. I love her bow. I think she's so pretty, but her personality is so boring. Like, she is just so meh in my mind that she can't be as high as her brother, unfortunately. Femine has to go in the C tier. Like, I think he's quite charming in a way. Like, I can see why people would like him, but he's just too emo for me. Like, yeah, I don't know. Next is Novelet. Now, I really am struggling with where to put Novelet. I think, honestly, he's probably gonna have to go with Zhongli to me in the A tier, because I think he is beautiful. Like, his eyes are probably the prettiest eyes in the whole game, and I love his hair. I love his voice. I love his personality. Like, he is just such a well-written character. But he, for some reason, just gives me grandpa vibes. I think it's his outfit. Like, I think it just looks like his outfit's just too heavy. Not that I'm, like, saying that Novelet needs to be dressed slutty, but, like, you know, I don't know what it is, but I think he belongs in the A tier. I'm gonna say that. Okay, now we come to the man who may possibly dethrone Kaveh. It's Wriothesley. This might actually be the hardest decision in this whole video. Is just, who do I think is the hottest Genshin character between Wriothesley and Kaveh? And I think purely on hotness, it's gonna have to be Wriothesley, because two reasons. Okay, reason number one, the cake. Reason number two, actually, three reasons. Reason number two, the handcuffs. Reason number three, that scene where he chokes that guy. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Those are the reasons that Wriothesley is hottest man in Genshin Impact. And just his design in general. Wriothesley feels like he was designed for the female gaze. Like, there are a lot of characters in Genshin who were obviously designed for the male gaze, right? But Wriothesley is one of the few characters that genuinely feels like he was made for women who are attracted to men. all the boxes. And I think he just is slightly higher than Kave. Although I still love Kave so much, so yeah. And then those two are slightly higher than Tartaglia. Yeah. Also, Riley just has a wonderful personality. Like, his story quest was so interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna put him there. I'm not gonna feel bad about it. Next is Verena. This is one I am actually struggling with because she's probably my favorite female character in the game. I think her personality is just amazing. I think maybe she should sit with Nilu. And honestly, when I found out that Verena was actually designed by a woman, so much made sense because I love that she's not overly sexualized. Like, I love that she's wearing kind of a suit and she's got a little bit more of a masculine vibe going on. I just think she's stunning, and I will say I think her black outfit variant is so much better than the white one. Like, I think the short hair is much better than the long hair. Yeah, I think Ada makes sense to me. Next is Charlotte. I think Charlotte is probably a solid B tier with Carrara. Like, they're both characters that I do like, and I think they're quite fun, but she's not hot, you know? So, yeah, I think B tier. Next is Navia. I'm gonna put her in the S tier. I do think she is absolutely stunning. When they released the Fontaine trailer, like before it came out, she was the only character that I looked at and said, I am getting her the moment she comes out. Like, I literally, ever since that came out, I was saving up to get her. I just think she is beautiful. I'm not sure if she quite is like hot, but she's beautiful, so I think she deserves to be in the S tier. Chevrus. Honestly, I don't really care for her design. I think she's a bit meh, so probably somewhere between B and C tier for me. I think maybe C tier. I think she's fun. She's got a good personality, but yeah, I don't know. She's meh. Xianyun. You know what? I'm just not into like the mummy vibe thing. I'm not into Bayonetta. Like, she does absolutely nothing for me. So I think she's very gorgeous. So I feel like she has to go into B tier. But you know what? Her and Lisa have the same vibe to me that I don't see why people find them hot, but I can appreciate that they look nice, you know. Yeah. Next is Garming. I actually love Garming, but I don't think he's hot. So I think he can go in B tier, maybe like next to Albedo. Yeah, I think he's really cute. I think he's very charming, but yeah, not hot. Love his outfit though. Love the hoodie. I think it's great. Chiori. You know what? Chiori is such a tough one for me. I think her outfit is stunning. Like, her outfit's one of the best in the game, which it probably should be, given that she's a fashion designer, but you know, and again, she's another character that I love that she's not too sexualized. So I think actually she's probably an A tier to me, and you know what, maybe even an S tier just based on personality, because because she is so much fun. I love that she is just a bitch, like, but she's not, because she's still nice, but she very much does not tolerate nonsense, and she says what she thinks, and I love that. Like, she's just such a well-written character. I think I'm gonna put her in the S tier. Maybe a hot take, but yeah, I feel comfortable with that. And our last character that we are going to rank, oh sorry, you can't actually see, you can't see who's left. Our last character is she's not actually out yet as a playable character, but is Arlecchino, the knave. And, well, you know what, it makes sense to end this video on another hot take. I do not get the Arlecchino hype. I think she's interesting. I think she's cool. I'm excited to see her quest and everything, but visually I just don't get it. I will say I love the fact, again, that she's not overly sexualized. I love the suit, so I think I'm gonna put her in the A tier. I'm purely going off the fact that I feel like a lot of people would put her S tier, and like people are so hyped about her. I personally am not. I don't think I will get her, but yeah, I don't know. She's not quite there for me, like compared to other characters. So yeah, that might be a very hot take. I hope that maybe I'll be proved wrong. Maybe after I do a story quest, I'm gonna be obsessed with her and she's gonna overtake Wriothesley as hottest Genshin character, but I don't know. So we are at the end of the list. Now I am just gonna go through and I'm gonna sort these categories by like actually who's like top of each category and then like that. So I'm just gonna shuffle a few people around in each category. So in our S tier, I feel like Beto needs to go before some of these other characters, and also I think maybe this is really tough. Maybe Yaimiko also needs to move up a little bit. I feel like most of these characters probably can stay where they are. Oh, I've realized my video's in the way. Hang on, let me quickly turn that off, then you can see. Otherwise, I think it's mostly accurate. I think I might move these two. I feel like all of them should probably be the bottom of the S tier for me. Yeah, there we go. I think that works. Who else? The A tier. Honestly, I need to move Rosaria and move Arjun up a tiny bit. I feel like Lumine probably also needs to be lower down. I'm gonna move Cookie up and Nilu, and actually also Wanderer. I'm sorry, Wanderer has to go before like Zhongli to me. I also move Farina. I feel like Linny needs to be slightly higher as well. Actually, you know what? Zhongli and Neverlet need to go a bit lower. Yeah, I think this looks about right. Yeah, we're doing like a quick scan. I think the beta is pretty much accurate. Maybe Candace, maybe Amber needs to be a little bit lower. Yeah, C tier sure I'm actually going to move Femine up because I do like Femine quite a lot. Yeah, you know, Ayaka, I will move a tiny bit. I don't think she deserves to be that low down. Actually, Hu Tao as well. I do like Hu Tao. Let's move Barbara a tiny bit. Yeah. Yeah. And the detail is pretty accurate. Hang on, let me make, oops. Add a row below. There we go. Let's add a new row at the bottom called Mika. And let's move Mika to his own row at the very bottom where he belongs. Okay, and I think that is pretty much us done. As I said at the start, I am very open to your opinions. If there's anything you heartily disagree with, feel free to let me know. Argue your case as to why someone should be higher or lower. Hopefully, obviously, this was just a little bit of fun. It's an April Fool's video. We're not being too serious. If I have ranked your favourite character in the D tier, I'm sorry, you know, it's not personal, but this was a lot of fun to make. You know, I love Genshin,